And to talk more about that, I'm joined by Prachi Pandey. She's a Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Thank you, Ms. Pandey, for being on the show. You know, a student from Gujarat asked the Prime Minister, while parents worry for them, teachers support them, but the issue arises when teachers suggest one study pattern, parents insist on another, students follow another trend, they are confused which pattern is correct. So even when they listen to the Prime Minister telling them, giving the motivational mantra, how much of a difference does it make to those who interact or those who listen to or see this interaction? Because this was the 9th edition of the Pariksha Pe Charcha. Do you have some kind of a feedback mechanism in your ministry where how far do these motivational sessions go for motivating students?
It's a very apt question because definitely we are now in the 9th edition. So let me take it one by one.
Okay.
They started in 2018 with just about 22,000 viewers and participants. Today, we have crossed 4.5 crore registrations, and that we broke our own Guinness record of last year, which was 3.5 crore. So clearly, the numbers themselves show that there is a certain value added that happens, that value added that the viewers, the participants actually get. Another aspect of this is uh, when there is a direct relationship between the Honorable Prime Minister and the children. Today's generation, the generation that we call Generation Alpha, they have a different language, they have a different thought process, but at the end of the day they are children. And when somebody, who has the stature of not just the, the first citizen of the country, but also that of an elder in the family, that is a relationship which the Honorable Prime Minister has managed to actually establish. He uses the kind of language, he does not lecture to the children. He offers experiences from his own life, and that is why I think he has such a strong connect. But it's not just the children. We have seen an increase in the participation and registrations of teachers as well as parents. We have registrations from almost 245 foreign locations. These are all evident that there is a certain value that is coming when people are listening to the Honorable Prime Minister. And there is a certain freshness and innovation that we do every year. We manage to bring in something which includes more and more people, whether it is translating the Exam Warrior book into different languages, bringing it out in Braille, or connecting it to life skills, through our activities that we undertake between Swami Vivekanand Jayanti and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Jayanti every year. So there is something which is new and fresh every year. For instance, this year it was PPC on tour. The feedback mechanism that you talked about, our feedback mechanism starts the very second PPC ends.
Okay.
So we start seeing what do the children want, what do they need, and that is why this time we actually went to different parts of the country instead of just bringing everybody to Delhi. So that's how we are making the Pariksha Pe Charcha actually into a people's movement, a Jan Andolan.
Okay, that's interesting. No, the Prime Minister is a popular leader. And I'm not just saying it because Doordarshan is saying it. He's a popular leader in the country. But do you do some kind of a pre-homework for the Prime Minister? What language does this new generation understand? The Gen Alpha. What are their concerns? What are their confusions? What are their aspirations? So that he can speak about those issues and in the language that they understand.
It's actually it's a three-stage process.
Okay.
The children or any of the people who are registering, they register with a question that they can just they can log on and they can put that question to the Honorable Prime Minister. After that, at the state level, at the district level, all those questions are analyzed by the SCRTs. And they are grouped thematically into the kind of topics that the children want to learn about or they want to discuss, what topics the parents or the teachers wish to discuss. And after that filtration process, it comes to the national level. And there also we look at it. And there's obviously, there's when we look at all these questions which are coming in, and there are certain questions which are getting repeated, certain themes, topics, which are obviously of some amount of, what shall I say, anxiety or any other apprehension or doubt. And that's why we focus on those topics.
Okay. And okay, if we talk about this edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha, what did the students go back with?
So they have gone back with tips about how to basically believe in themselves.
Okay.
That's one thing which I thought in this Pariksha Pe Charcha was stressed again and again. And I think the children, because perhaps in today's day and age, they are exposed to a lot of external factors, whether it is through social media or through various other competitive processes, whether it is like something like the TV or it is even some games or anything like that, where they are actually interacting with uh, perhaps not with known people. So I think this is something which creates doubts within their minds. And at the same time, there was a person who had asked about a question where he felt that maybe even people who are close, family, friends, when they come to the house and they actually increase the pressure or the stress level. And I think the Honorable Prime Minister had some very small little tips to tell them that you must believe in yourself, whether
True.
it is in the pattern, in the way that you study, or in the way that you approach your life interests. So there was a boy who asked about gaming. And what the Honorable Prime Minister said was that you can succeed in anything which you believe in and which you think that you will make a success of. So I think that's the kind of focus and the self motivation that the Honorable Prime Minister was able to evoke in the children today.
Okay, Ms. Prachi Pandey, before I let go of you, don't answer this question of mine as a government official working in the concerned ministry, as a bureaucrat who's doing her job, but as a mother, if you have children, would your child want to listen to this sort of a Pariksha Pe Charcha program?
So I can definitely answer it as a mother because my son has been in that age group and he is also giving his board exam this year. So I think this is something of great worth to him, and especially the portions when the Honorable Prime Minister talks about the duties and responsibilities of the parents and the teachers. So I think all children look forward to these kind of discussions, and the most important part of it is that the Honorable Prime Minister actually brings certain topics up, which maybe sometimes they are hesitant to. They are hesitant to speak about it at the dining table.
Okay.
So I think that's exactly why they listen to the Honorable Prime Minister.
All right, if they really do, then you're doing a good job. Thank you, Ms. Prachi Pandey, for being on the show and giving us a context to this. Thank you.
Thank you very much.